Archaeologists and scientists have discovered many strange things on this planet, but sometimes they discover things that are literally otherworldly, from suspected alien aircraft to a strange satellite in space. Number 1. A team of archaeologists led by a man supposedly named Chipu explored the wild region of the Bayankara Mountains, on the border between China and Tibet. That's when they came across strange stone discs, each about 12 inches in diameter, with a spiral groove extending from the center to the edge, inscribed with small hieroglyphics. These strange finds became known as the Dropa stones. They were immediately studied, but initial attempts to decipher these symbols did not reveal much, and the discovery did not cause a stir outside of some obscure reports. It wasn't until several decades later, when a Russian scientist named Dr. Tsunui supposedly cracked the code. According to him, the hieroglyphs tell the amazing story of a spaceship from a distant planet that crashed in the Bayankara Mountains 12,000 years ago. The occupiers, known as the Dropa, found themselves stranded on Earth and, despite their peaceful intentions, were misunderstood and rejected by local tribes. Dr. Tsumi also stated that the Dropa stones are compact discs of ancient knowledge, alien knowledge. You're probably wondering why these enigmatic and intriguing stones aren't better known. Well, archaeologists doubt its existence and authenticity. So far, none of these stones are available for study in any known museum or research center. Number 2. This strange skull was initially discovered in the 1930s in a mine tunnel near Mexico's Copper Canyon. However, it was not until the late 1990s that this striking skull was brought to light by Lloyd Pye. As its name suggests, the Starchild skull is strange because it is smaller than an average adult human skull. But that's not all that makes it intriguing. Their bone is significantly thinner but appears to be stronger, with a biochemical composition that is out of this world, literally. With an upturned face, reduced cheekbones, and a cranial capacity that suggests a larger brain than that of a typical human, the skull doesn't really look like a skull. Proponents of the extraterrestrial hypothesis point to DNA tests that supposedly found anomalies that suggest it could be of alien origin. However, critics argue that the DNA evidence is inconclusive at best and that many of the skull's peculiarities can be explained by known genetic conditions. The volume of the skull is also a little larger than the average brain volume of a human adult. But what is the truth behind the skull? Some believe that the Starchild skull belongs to an extraterrestrial creature, while others believe that the explanation for this strange skull is simply the result of a genetic condition. Number 3. Baigong pipes, also known as Baigong iron pipes or Delinga pipes, are mysterious features found in the remote Qinghai province, China. These structures resemble pipes and are believed to be ancient pipes laid out on and near White Mountain, also known as Mount Bang, located about 25 kilometers southwest of the city of Delinga. Iron pipes range in size from small and barely noticeable to some up to 40 centimeters in diameter. But what is so strange about them? Well, there's the fact that they are estimated to be thousands of years old, which shouldn't be possible considering they are made of iron, along with materials like silica and calcium oxide. Additionally, about 8% of the pipes could not be identified by the researchers who studied them. This led to conspiracy theories about the pipes being of extraterrestrial origin. The general consensus about these pipes today is that rather than being pipes, they are actually the fossilized roots of ancient trees in the mountains. To many, this theory makes more sense, but many continue to believe in the paranormal and extraterrestrial theory surrounding the pipes. Number 4. King Tutankhamun's Space Dagger. In the 1920s, Tutankhamun's tomb was discovered, sparking Egyptomania with everyone focused on the discovery of the young pharaoh's never-before-seen tomb. One artifact was overlooked, a dagger that was buried alongside thousands of other treasures. This weapon is now known as King Tut's Space Dagger. The blade of the dagger, made of meteoritic iron, was found to have a high nickel content. For a long time, researchers were puzzled by the composition of this meteorite. After all, it contains material that appears to be from another planet. With all the theories surrounding the ancient Egyptians being connected to aliens, many believe that the dagger was another gift given by aliens who visited the ancient Egyptians. This may sound absurd, but there is some truth in this. Recent studies revealed that the dagger contained almost the same composition as the Kar meteorite, found at Meram Mitra near Alexandria. However, rather than being a gift from aliens, the dagger's craftsmanship suggests that it was likely not produced in Egypt, but was probably a prestigious gift from the Mitanni Empire to Tutankhamun's grandfather. The material of the dagger, and the techniques used to create it, suggest a sophisticated level of craftsmanship. For this reason, many still believe that the young pharaoh's dagger is not of human origin. Number 5. The Black Knight Satellite. In the 1950s and 1960s, a strange legend began to emerge. A satellite had been orbiting our planet for the past 13,000 years without our knowledge. This supposed satellite has been called the Black Knight Satellite ever since. There is no way humans could have sent satellites into space an impressive 13,000 years ago, long before any known human technology could have reached space. For reference, the Soviet satellite Sputnik 1 was the first artificial satellite we sent into outer space. One of the most cited pieces of evidence about this satellite is a photograph taken during NASA's STS-88 mission in 1998, showing a peculiar object floating in space. Conspiracy theorists quickly labeled it the Black Knight satellite, claiming it was evidence of an alien observer. But is it really like that? For some, yes, but for NASA, this supposed spy is nothing more than space junk, specifically a thermal blanket that had come loose during the mission. Even so, many continue to believe that the Black Knight satellite has been observing us and intercepting signals that we send through our own satellites. Number 6. The Baltic Sea Anomaly. In 2011, in the northern reaches of the Baltic Sea, between Sweden and Finland, the Ocean X team, led by Swedish explorer Peter Lindbergh and his band of treasure hunters, discovered an anomaly on the ocean floor using sonar. This anomaly measured around 200 feet in diameter and was circular, with features that the Ocean X team said appeared to be man-made or rather extraterrestrial in origin. The Swedish Ocean X team shared what they found with researchers, but the strange thing is that information about the anomaly is scarce. Apart from the sonar image provided by Ocean, it makes sense considering the anomaly was found more than 295 feet underwater, and so far no research team is interested in taking the risk of studying it. Despite all these theories, the truth behind the Baltic Sea anomaly remains unknown. Number 7. In January 2018, on the border between Peru and Bolivia, a celestial enigma was unleashed when strange metal balls fell from the sky in a remote rural area. This fascinating discovery perplexed many scientists who embarked on the search for answers about the origin of these enigmatic metallic structures, which still defy a convincing scientific explanation. The theory of extraterrestrial origin was echoed among some, leading the Peruvian Space Agency to undertake a mission to unravel the mystery. Initially, scientists exercised caution over the possibility of toxic gases, while others speculated that they could be components of missiles used by space agencies. The presence of Russian and Ukrainian letters on one of the metal balls added even more intrigue to the puzzle. Efforts to diagnose the origin of these mysterious metallic spheres led to several theories being discarded, but to date, one of them is on display in a Peruvian museum, capturing the attention of tourists from all over the world. This enigma, still not completely solved, remains one of the most perplexing and fascinating discoveries of its kind. Number 8. Madonna with the Child San Giovannino. This 15th-century painting by Domenico Ghirlandaio has sparked debate due to a strange object in the sky, which some believe could be a UFO. Ghirlandaio was known for his religious paintings, and this one shows the Virgin Mary, the baby Jesus, and St. John. If you look closely, you will see a strange object near the head of the Virgin Mary. This has led some to speculate about extraterrestrial visitors. Some suggest that the object could be diminishing the intensity of the Virgin's halo and protecting her in some way. At that time, depictions of celestial elements were common in religious art and often represented the divine. Although this may be unusual in the context of biblical beliefs, it has generated interesting debates between science and religion. Number 9. The Time Traveler. The Time Traveler photo was taken in 1941 in Gold Bridge, British Columbia, during the reopening of the South Fork Bridge. Some people on the internet believe that the man in the photo is a time traveler because of his modern clothes, his sunglasses, and his small camera. However, his clothes have logical explanations. Sunglasses had existed since the 1920s. His t-shirt resembled that of the sports teams of the time, and his small camera had already been manufactured since 1938. The phenomenon of the time traveler has been a popular topic on the internet, and has been discussed at conferences in 2011. Number 10. In a recent revelation that challenges conventional understanding of the cosmos, John Ramirez, a former CIA officer, has come to light with compelling evidence about UFOs that has allegedly been hidden from the public for years. Witnesses, experts, and informants share his stories, weaving a web of uncertainty, secrecy, and undeniable evidence. Ramirez, a retired CIA expert with 25 years of experience, has attracted attention for his knowledge of unidentified aerial phenomena encountered throughout his career. Ramirez's revelations shed light on the mysteries related to UFOs and the involvement of the United States government. He discusses encounters with reptilian extraterrestrials, beings of reptilian ancestry who live among humans, and their potential influence. Ramirez's credibility is enhanced by his distinguished career within the CIA, where he held several positions related to intelligence operations. Ramirez's experience also extends to guiding investigators in using the Freedom of Information Act to obtain UFO-related information from various agencies. He highlights the importance of the involvement of the United States Air Force and its potential influence on the secrecy surrounding the occupants of the UFOs. Ramirez's revelations are part of a broader trend of disclosures by military and intelligence personnel about UFO encounters. Prominent figures such as Lou Elizondo and John Brennan have also discussed the possibility of non-human intelligence and advanced technology related to UFOs. However, skepticism persists around the claims made by Ramirez and others. Experts emphasize the need for verifiable evidence, rigorous scientific research, and transparency. While the recent increase in UFO sightings and disclosures is intriguing, the scientific community highlights the importance of distinguishing anecdotal accounts from well-documented data. Recent efforts in Congress, including hearings on FANI and proposed Pentagon transparency legislation, reflect a shift toward recognition and attention to the UFO phenomenon. These initiatives seek to gather credible information, evaluate the significance of sightings, and determine whether there is evidence of non-human intelligence or advanced technology. Astrophysicists and astronomers discuss the challenges of interpreting UFO sightings due to possible misidentifications and the need for a complete data set for analysis. While recent Pentagon reports and leaked videos add to the narrative, the scientific community is seeking more conclusive evidence to support claims of extraterrestrial contact. Overall, the UFO phenomenon continues to intrigue and captivate the public, generating discussions on a global level. The search for understanding, transparency, and rigorous scientific investigation remains the focus of efforts to unravel the mysteries surrounding UFOs and possible encounters with non-human intelligence.